want you to do is plug in. You got a dip right there, and you still leaving it a little bit too flat at the end. So it needs to be, make sure it's served, smooth. Do you have those out? Or she is acrylic out now? We'll move on to that.
This acrylic takes it on the dry.
That's, no, that means you got too much liquid. And if yours is done, I want you to shake those two up, and then that looks good, but you need to plug in, like right there, you got a dip. It's all smooth right there, but it's nothing right there. So they need to be fixed, and look at the side.
It's too much right there.
It's too, so that means you got lumps right there, so what you need to do, this will need to be shaped up, and you ain't got none right there. So that means she need a feel. So get those right, and then you can get ready to move on to design acrylic too. Let me check you out. Okay, this is crooked. Is it in it?
I know I tried to fix it. But...
Okay, well yeah, you gotta, let's see if we can take it off. We can't take that one, yep, we can take it off. Everyone else is fine. So once you get that one together, we'll move on and get ready to start with your acrylic as well.
Okay.
Roll it back. Sometimes you may even have to tap your thing and then pat it. Okay? And don't keep rubbing in there, because you remember I told you it builds up in the brush. Now let me show you how to get this straight. One, you going too far up. That nail is too big. So you see how you got it covering? That's why it's not staying. So you actually need a smaller nail. Too small. And normally, like if you, whatever size is here, you can fit here. But that's gonna be a little bit bigger for this hand anyway. And that's too small, so we don't wanna go too small, we don't wanna go too big. Let's check this. Okay, so that one is still a little bit too big when it's small. Sky, is there a problem?
Yeah.
What's wrong? Okay, you work it out. That's what we doing. Practice makes perfect. I always remember that. Okay. Yeah, looks good. Looks very, very good. And I'll tell you something else. You get it, start shaping up stuff, you can use these press-ons. You can make press-on nails. So let me see your thumb. Let me show you something. Like, well, if it fit. You see what I'm saying? If that was the right size nail for you, you can do a press-on, design it, and sell it. Take away that line. So you want to blend that into the nail bed to when you put the acrylic on. You know how some people have the acrylic and then you can see that where they nail connected? You don't want that.
Okay.
So you want to blend that to the point to where you don't see where it's gonna run between the nail bed and that. So that means you need to blend good. And then what you do basically with all that, you just taking off this shine all the way down there. But your main focus is blending this into the nail bed. So you want to go one direction all the way up. And you actually got to look good, but you just got to remember to do one. And then you can really use this one.
That's too soft.
It's too soft. Okay. I got another one, I think. Okay, let's keep on going. Now, okay, where your tip is. So, normally we would take that buff and that shine off, but we're not gonna worry about this since you just doing it and you're not actually wearing them. I'm gonna do one and then I want you to do the rest of it. Okay, so we do the same thing when you encapsulate, and let's say, because that's what these are. I did that with the same exact pattern. I need to feel that, but okay, so you would take this. And when you got the nail bed, you know how to do the nail bed into when you blend it. Yeah. Okay. So when you do that, normally what I do, I would take a thin, then you'll be ready to get your ball, tap, put down, do the same thing, pat. Basically, you're doing the same thing. It depends on what you want your design to be. If you want it to be like that all the way over, do the same thing. But the way I did this is because I know the top part there, you see that light glitter. So I wanted to do a ombre look. So what I did was I took the light glitter and I did it around my nail and the clear part. And I just put the rocks in the middle. But you can do the rocks all the way down, in the middle, the light or dark, just however you want the design to be. And your brush, you're not cleaning your brush out. You just work. And remember, that's why I started to clam up on it. And you don't even have any more liquid. So yeah, we're gonna have to go and use some of that liquid and go on and what you doing?
Putting the base top coat on.
Base, but you didn't even buff it. So no. So when you file, that's fine now because it's on there. But when you file, after you file, you have to buff your nail to give it a smooth, clear, nice top. Because if you don't, well, this one haven't even been filed, Scott. So why are you buffing it?
I did file that. I just put that on top.
Well, then why do you think you can buff it now?
Cause it probably like,
No, ma'am. If you put polish on, can you buff polish?
I don't know.
You know you can't buff polish. That means you have to do what? Use acetone to take the polish off. But you don't have to do that now because you already did. So what I'm telling you is, I was just telling you the next step. What you would do when you, soon as you get through filing, you always buff, because it's not, your nail not gonna be smooth. Your nail still gonna be rough. You're gonna have all those file lines in there. So. Too, and I don't mind, because if they got something that I think work better than what I use, then I use theirs.
So just put it on the nails.
You go across the nail bed all the way over. We're gonna do it twice. We're gonna let that dry, and then you'll be ready to start working with some good. So how would she be holding her hand at the shop? Okay. So you doing like Sky. So let's do this, because you remember you still got her up there. So take that, hold it properly. From the jump, you don't have to do as much fouling. So you always want to not work yourself as hard. So we gonna let you do a little bit more fouling on that nail, and I want you to keep on taking them out. Your next class will start you on what they doing, but you didn't do your homework. See, if you did your homework, you would have had more nails done easily. So when you come in here, you already kind of had that foundation a little bit better. So we're gonna do you, after you file level, go ahead and take that off, and then I'll let you start. I think I may want you to do, let me look at this up. I may need you to do a couple of more. How many have you done? You already did your 5? Mm-hmm. What the 5th? Oh, that's the 5th. Okay. I'll go ahead and let you start on something else too. You did your 5, so you did. Where your practice is. Okay, girl, you got you some encapsulated. All right, that one looks good. Foundation good and smooth. You plugging in on her? Okay. So, yeah, but see, I'm gonna tell you, it's really so little you need to plug in right there. But let's say if this was somebody's nails that's kind of thick, so you would need to do fouling. You see what I'm saying? But since we doing this, you go ahead and plug in a little small little spot. Get that foundation good and slow right there. Then you put it down, get up off of it. And tap your brush, pat, get it out your sides. And then you flatten it right in there. You flatten it. Into there. And the reason why you flatten that into there, you connecting, basically putting the product on the nail bed, on the tip. And then when you get ready to put your second ball, you're gonna overlap. So the whole reason why you flatten it, because when you overlap, it's gonna pat the ball back into that one and then back down, and you ain't gonna be able to see that line. So watch this. Putting that first ball down, because what I'm gonna do is get you to lay one ball and then pat it before you even do another one. Okay? I'm gonna walk you through the steps. One tip ball.
So foul it?
If that one dry, yeah, you can foul it.
So I put it in the liquid first, or
oh shoot, let me show. I showed on there. Okay, so you go, you take that, rub it out the back, flip it over. Make sure that's level. Don't dig in there. You barely scrape across the top. Get your ball. Tap all that extra pad off like that. Get your ball and lay it down. Lay it where I showed you. And then you just pat it. Now, and make sure you keep the brush clean, so because it'll start clamming up on you. But I'm gonna check it anyway after that first ball. Looks good. just getting smoother and smoother. Yeah. See, the more you practice, the smoother you'll get. Even though you have to file, you still got to file anyway. But you don't want it super thick, because like I said, you create more work for yourself, and then you'll be sitting in the shop all day filing nails. So long as you get your foundation smooth, you won't have to do as much filing. Then after you do the filing, you'll do your buffing, and all the buffing do is basically get it smooth. It smooth out those lines, so when you get ready to lay that polish, it's a smooth nail. So those are those. When you go home, I want you to practice on those some more.
Okay.
And then I want you to put one of your nails on there. And get you a practice nail out. Cause I'm finna pass you some of this stuff to practice on. So what you doing? Just seal it in? Okay. Yep, you're doing a good job. Even though you're going out. Oh, did you put that thin layer on? Or did I not tell you that? Okay, so, wait, go ahead. You got your brush clean. Okay, so, when you get ready, I'm gonna show you on my nail basically. So, let's say, if I had a tip right here. When I put the tip right here and it's connected to the nail bed like we would do on a regular nail, you wanna do you a thin coat, super thin, of clear only. And what that is, a barrier, but it keeps cause this is not, you see how you got those glitter pieces and stuff in there? If you just put this on the nail, now you're gonna have some spots it's not gonna lay flat on the nail, so it's gonna be a gap, and that means it's gonna pop off quick. So you always wanna do you a real thin coat. Huh? Oh no, that's fine. You can go ahead and finish that one. But I'm just saying on a regular nail. So you'll do a real thin coat, and once you do that thin coat, then you will put that. So basically it's like this. Super thin coat of clear. Design product in the middle. Clear coat on top. Okay, Sky, let me see what you're doing, because you look like you working Susan, whatever her name is. Man.
It was like a little cricket up there at the top.
So you was trying to fix it?
Yes.
Okay.
And then it's like thick up here, but then kind of like.
Well, what did that take?
I should put some more clip right there.
Just a little bit at the time. But you at the filing stage now, so you actually can file it because it's not really too thick. You don't have it really, it's not bad at all. Now if it was really unlevel, I would have told you to do that over. Is it right? Look like the concrete went up there.
Can I move on to these two, or were you still gonna try to help me with these?
Let me check you out, girl. Okay, so.
I know I messed up on
But you doing good for you not to really, you just starting, so that's good. But you gotta keep that brush clean, and you need to try to get your size in. Like when you do it, pat your size too, because you need that in. Now you need to plug in. You see how you missing a spot right there? Ain't really that much acrylic right there. You got them push marks right there. You need to fix all of that. Put a little bit more acrylic up there. You did good with where you started at, so you're doing good.
Okay.
But just plug in and get those. I want it to be smooth. Once you get through with there, you'll work on those other ones with the next class.
Okay. Come over here.
Okay. Now you got your brush clean?
No, I'm
You
finna
can-
clean it.
Okay.
Clean it.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
You're welcome. I finished them.
You are?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, you can go ahead and start packing up, and I'm gonna put you some more cotton balls and stuff in your, plastic container. Then you got your little design acrylic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can put that in there. Yeah, you can go ahead and start your
You
liquid.
can throw this away. I pretty much used it.
Oh, yeah. And then your liquid, let's pour your liquid. Or your, with your clear, because remember you, hold on.
This right here.
I already put it in there? Okay.
You said never let me go.
All right, ladies, and that concludes our class for today. See you next time.